Okay, this kind of problem is an order of operations problem, right? Because you got all kinds of pluses and minuses and multiplications and divides. They're all there. So this is an order of operation problems. First thing that pops into your mind is probably the PEMDAS rule. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, or subtract. So I'm going to try to show you guys something that is a very, very common error. And we see it all the time, and it drives us crazy. But see the M and the D, multiply and divide, that has to do with order. Okay, they're inverses of each other. Right? To undo multiplication, you divide, and vice versa. To undo division, you multiply. So they're inverses of each other. In other words, they're basically the same operation. You just one goes forwards, one goes backwards. So when it comes to order, we do whichever one comes first. Reading from left to right, like you're reading a English sentence. You start from the left and you go to the right. So you always read these operations, these long equations, expressions, whatever, from left to right. So you would do whichever comes first. So that means you could also have PEDMAS. If a division problem came before a multiplication problem, you would do that first. And it's the same thing for the add and subtract. Right? Addition and subtraction are basically the same operation. One is going forward, one is going backwards. So you could have a subtraction problem before you can have an addition problem. So that means your anagram here, or your acronym, could also be PEMSA. And you could again reverse the D, the division, and the multiplication. So you could be PEDSMA. So in other words, there are 4 different order of operations if you weren't aware of that. So please be very, very careful. The common mistake is most people will automatically multiply even if it's after a division problem. So that's where the error comes out. All right, let's get back to our problem. So we're going to do the p's first and the exponent second. The parentheses, we have a lot, right? We got one around this -5. We have this parentheses within the brackets. The brackets are also parentheses. It's any kind of grouping symbol. That's what a parentheses is. It puts it into a unique group. So parentheses time. So there's parentheses all over the place. There's a set here. There's 2 sets here. Here's the inner set, and these brackets are parentheses. They're all grouping symbols. So let's do this one first. This one's kind of an easy one. There is a minor issue here. I don't want to go into a lot of detail, but let's just do that. -5 squared is 25. But now let's look at the other parentheses. We do the innermost first. That's the rule. Always do the inside parentheses first. So 6 minus 15, -9. Now we do the second set, right? Those are the brackets, bracket. So -18 divided by -9 is +2. So 2 times 2. That's multiplied right there, right? Even though it's not written, it's 2 times 2. So we're going to do the next layer of the order of operations rule. We're going to do either multiply and divide. Since there's no divide up there, this is getting kind of easy, kind of fast, right? All we have is a subtraction and a multiplication. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 2 times 2 because that's our M. And that's 4. And then 25 minus 4 is 21. And that is the answer. MGZ.